What is up everyone, I'm Phoenix, how are you getting on? Welcome back to the Stanley Parable 2. We are going to continue right where we left off and find, hopefully, some more of these secrets.
This is the story of a
and
man
endings. I don't need to hear the story of Stanley for the 1,000,000th time.
All
Thank
of
you
his
very much.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes, perhaps he has. I'm gonna take the bucket.
Spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again,
I still need
he
to
was
find
home.
2 more collectibles. I'm actually gonna enter the door on my right because I know there is one over here.
Way to the meeting room.
I still don't really know what they
Employee
mean by
lounge
the
was
red
simply the
and
place to
blue.
be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
No.
Well, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Yeah, he didn't. Trust me, he didn't.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Yes, do
the
that.
cargo lift, yes. Go
It's gotta
there.
be
Go to
a
the
way.
cargo lift.
Aha! This is how I do it. Oh, there's a vent here. But this is how we can finally collect this.
You're getting close now, Stanley.
Yes.
You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Will it now?
We'll
Will that
be
really
different
be
people
it?
by then. Different in the sense
don't
that
know.
we used to have none of them. And now we have them all.
Yes.
You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Right. Well, at least we got it. We gathered it. Which is important to the progression of this story, I assume. Where does this lead? I cannot see anything. Whoa. What is this? What is this? Where am I? I don't recognize this. Maybe that's why I haven't seen the red and blue room. There might be so many more secrets that I have yet to find. Why is there all these tapes here?
Okay, this is day number 295.
Who's this?
Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore.
Did someone get trapped down here?
The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
Huh.
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
Maybe there is something strange about this bucket.
And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down
Or this person has just gone crazy.
doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it.
No, clearly not.
Still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so...
So what?
What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
Can you? Letting people use your bucket?
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
But can you go without it?
This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back.
Then why are you
Even now,
recording
I don't
it?
know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
What is that? What? Is this turned into a horror game? Kamborata. What is that? Is it just gonna take us back? Okay. Well, that was Very strange.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Someone seemed to be
Stanley
trapped down
decided to
there
go to the meeting room.
with
Perhaps he had
his
simply
or
missed
her
it.
bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled.
Probably his.
He'd never
Judging
be
by the
alone
voice.
there, not truly alone. Not with the bucket around.
I don't trust
Stanley
anything.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Alright, we're gonna
and
go
entered
right
the door.
once
This
again.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better
maybe.
than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How
Maybe it
insightful
was.
the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Maybe it was.
Stanley
What
took
if I
the door on
actually
his
do go
left
back?
To go back to, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I've not been there. But that's the meeting room. Ah, so there's another secret here. Secret elevator. Goes down. Man,
Oh,
I didn't
good
even realize I
Stanley.
missed all
I'm glad
this.
you found your way here. I knew
Are you?
you'd find this place eventually.
we care about you, Stanley. What? 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 What is this place?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
They are?
We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
Uh-huh.
The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
Of
We're
course.
the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet.
Yes.
Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
Oh, or maybe
Yes,
they
I
do?
know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want
sorry.
another story involving the Adventure Line? We
Oh,
could make
really?
the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes,
Oh.
yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Should we do it? Maybe this is the way to our final collectible. It could be, for all I know.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and
Good
it
question.
played some silly music as well.
Ah. There we go. Love it. Amazing. Splendid. Where are we going?
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I don't remember that,
It's
no.
as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No, 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 no. I don't want to give up the bucket. This is my bucket. And I will keep it forever and ever and ever. I don't like where this is going.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
I don't need a bucket destroyer. I need to
think
see
it'll
what
make a
this is.
wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well fleshed out character with so much personality that to me it already feels
this
as though
close
it's been
off?
part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Wait. Wait.
Can you
a
guess
minute.
what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Hold on.
Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
Hold on.
Go ahead now,
I'm
Stanley.
stuck.
Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Maybe I wasn't supposed to be here. But why is this path here? Why is there a door at the end that is locked? I cannot go anywhere. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Excuse me, Mr. Narrator. Could you help me out here? I seem to be a little stuck. Wish there was a jump button in this game or something like that. Well, this thing does seem to be going faster, powering up or something. Doesn't sound very good. Whoa. What? Well, I don't think anything is gonna happen. So, I'm gonna go back to the main menu, begin the game again, And hope it doesn't put me in the same place. Okay. This is good. I'll have to redo this part, probably.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
That's okay.
Stanley?
I hope this time it'll go better.
To
Oh, we're
introduce
here.
a brand new character. This is the Bucket
I can
Destroyer.
barely even see anything. Oh, there we go.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
I agree. Absolutely.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
Yeah, well, maybe you do.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I could do that, or I could look around and see if there's anything else.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
Okay.
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
Yeah?
Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits.
Wow.
What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
I don't know.
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it.
I'm sorry, I cannot do it.
Classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush
It's
that
my
damn
buckets.
bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the
cannot
fans
do it,
what
I'm
they
sorry.
want. Hurry and...
Well, there we go. Did the whole universe blow up?
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend.
I just couldn't get rid of my
For
bucket.
the moment in time that you were here,
He was my
you
friend.
were magnificent.
Not as magnificent as the comfort bucket. The reassurance bucket. He is the best character of this game, clearly. Okay, so we just go back. Don't see the point of
All
that.
of his co-workers
really?
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would... Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
Let's
telling him that the
do it again, and
employee
this time we
lounge was
will
simply the place to
Fine,
be.
we will go
And
along
here
with it and
was.
destroy
That the bucket turned out to be
the buckets.
correct. Was it? No, never mind.
Hopefully it
The
gives us
bucket
something
was
good.
wrong. Get rid of the bucket.
Okay,
That's
I
why
get
I'm
it.
very proud to introduce a brand
We're
new
gonna do it.
character. This
We are gonna do
is
it.
the Bucket
I'm
Destroyer.
so sorry, Mr. Bucket, but we'll see you
I think
again.
it'll make a... Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Yeah, I can guess
Surely
what
you
it
don't
does.
Need me to spell
Let
it
me
out for you.
let me get in there. There we go.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say
Sorry,
goodbye to
Mr.
the
Bucket.
and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
What? But it doesn't want to go in.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the bucket
doesn't let me do anything.
trait.
It just
Sure, I can hear you
looks at
saying,
me.
how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of
There's
beloved
nothing I can
Stanley
do.
Parable characters?
Okay,
Well, you
so it's
see,
not even-
If you were to really explore with complexity
jump
and
into it.
nuance, that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this
Stop.
game can you even
There's nothing
say
I can
that
do.
about? The broom.
I'm so sorry. There's nothing I can do. Okay. Well then. There it goes. Again. Let's go
Stanley
again.
decided to go to the meeting room.
You know,
A good
take the bucket.
A strong bucket, a humble bucket.
I know what I'm gonna
a
do.
committed bucket. A bucket
gonna go
of
to the
culture
right door
and distinction.
again.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his...
Very
This was
tightly.
not correct.
Alright, we're gonna
Yes.
go
Good.
Said the bucket.
onto the cargo
Now
lift.
ride
I
the
actually
lift
want to
all
go
the way
there
to the
with the
top.
bucket.
There's something up there I need you to do.
Just to see.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
There's also clearly
It
something I
should
need
have
to do up
alarmed him,
there
of
with
course,
the
because
buckets.
buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not
seem
to
to be
think
in
about
here.
this obvious fact.
Wait for it.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to
Go.
him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Clearly. That's what I did. I cannot go in here. Happens if we disobey once again.
No, stop.
Oh.
Look there on the wall. You see, there's a
No
sign right
buckets.
there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
I'm sorry, I
Unless-
didn't know. I
What
didn't
if
notice
the
the
problem
sign
is that
before.
you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Yeah,
I
that
suppose
could be
that would
it.
explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if
Maybe
that's
so.
true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
Well, what can I
This
do?
misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
You're not gonna
So
show
much
me
of
a
the
video
impact
again.
Of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't.
He's gonna
a
explain to me what a
bucket.
bucket is.
Please, step in here for a moment.
Do I need to? I get it. Okay. Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some
is this
test
the
scenarios.
butterfly
You'll
meme?
tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Okay.
Okay,
makes
let's begin.
Sense. Yes. Here we go. That's a
Item
bucket.
1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect.
Oh.
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Thanks. Okay. I'm sorry.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No, it's a hologram again.
Correct.
Hey.
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
There we go. See, I'm smart. I know what I'm doing.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes. This one is a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Nice. Now what else you got? I kinda... Oh.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
No. I don't think it is.
Correct.
Yes.
This is a tractor and not a bucket.
I'm smart.
To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
Oh, come
Thank
on.
you for not making me look like an idiot.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
Next one.
Are you gonna show me more buckets? I think I get the points. Wait, that...
Is this a bucket?
I think this might be a bucket.
Correct.
Hey!
This is a bucket.
Thank you. I don't know how I knew that, but sure.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No, it's a trap.
Trick question.
Oh,
Both. Gotcha.
what? It is and isn't a bucket? How could that be?
Item...
Explain this,
Wait, hold on. I can't
science.
find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Well, this is a bucket.
Okay,
Oh.
you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And
Okay, I'm
therefore
sorry.
nothing could possibly be something.
I'm sorry,
Unless
okay?
in your
I'm
twisted
sorry.
mind have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is
No,
nothing?
it's everything,
Answer me
in
straight,
fact.
Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
No. Of course not.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Don't worry.
I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence.
Yeah.
Yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
Well, this
Do
was
any
kind of
of
pointless
us know
then.
what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
I mean, you could be. I've never
Stanley,
actually
I
seen
can't
you.
keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't
Oh.
have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets.
No.
from the game
No.
entirely.
Don't do that.
Okay.
No.
Here we go.
No. Don't take my bucket. Don't do it. Is he gonna do it?
What happened? Is everything gone?
Everything
Why
was
did
a
everything
bucket?
disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
That's what I
Every
said.
single thing in the game was a bucket. My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley,
The more
you're
you know.
still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not
Very.
buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's
You do?
delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
There's nothing here.
So, tell you what. I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know
Thank you.
that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
That's a
All
good
right,
question.
here we go.
What if our world is a bucket? What if everything we see is just a bucket?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
That can't be
Stanley
good, though.
decided to go to the meeting room. Ah, the embrace of an old friend. A
He's
withered
not that old. He's pretty
companionship
young.
That stands the test.
He looks
of
a little
time.
worn,
Stanley
but
clutched the bucket
that's
tightly
okay.
to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
Alright, this time I'm
telling
actually
him
going to
that
go
the
up with
employee
the cargo
lounge
lift
was
and
simply
see
the place to be.
what could
And
be
here
there.
it was. Never mind.
Because it seems like the place that I
bucket was
just
wrong.
went to is just not
Stanley
going to
took
happen
the door on
because
his left
no
to go
buckets
back to
allowed.
the meeting room.
Unless something is different this time. But
No,
Said the bucket.
don't
got a
go to the
feeling
meeting
that
room.
that is
go
not the
somewhere
case.
else. In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
that room isn't dark, so is that even what you meant? Okay. Oh, that dark room. That's a very dark room. In fact, it's just black. Should I
Now
answer?
pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Okay.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Alright, I'll do that. Whatever you say.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
Oh.
And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Haha. Yeah, that will be crazy. Where are we? This is my house. There's the bucket. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press G to take me to work with you. Okay. Cool. We'll do that then, I guess.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders.
Oh.
Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Oh. Press P to take me back home. Okay. We could do that.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well?
No.
To see him delusional like this, obsessing
trust the
over an
bucket.
inanimate metal object? I want to
bucket
say
is
something
everything.
to him, but I don't
Remember.
know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
I don't know. He probably won't. The bucket is his life at this point.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
But that is
That's it.
very
It doesn't
important.
do anything else.
At least you can trust the bucket. Don't listen to the loud man. Press O for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all
Well,
he cares about is his
you
awful
feel betrayed,
bucket.
huh?
This stupid hunk of metal.
I think he kind of feels jealous. Press K to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Yes, do that.
Sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket.
Yeah,
Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
sure. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley?
Yes, I suppose on closer
On the way.
inspection that it doesn't quite
Yes.
look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more,
Starting to
what am I
believe.
trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Could be. Press V to relive the same day with me over and over. Wow.
Oh my god, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
That is interesting, right? Why do we care so much about this bucket? What is it about it? Press O to go to... Press O to go home, to work, to home, to work, to home.
Oh no.
Candles.
I'm having feelings.
Starting
The
to
bucket.
become a ritual?
No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear
like-
what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Wow. This is a little weird. Did the bucket place these candles here? Why are we being romantic with it? That's...
Stanley, give
Oh,
me
no.
the bucket. Give it
I'm
to
gonna
me.
question
Give me
it.
the bucket, Stanley.
No.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it
Close
or
your
I'll...
eyes. The narrator tried to claim our bucket for himself. And now we're back. Back to where we were. Huh. I don't really know at this point how to progress. Except maybe we need to find the last Stanley figure. But I have no idea where that even is. I might try the left door again and see if there's anything else I can do there that I've missed. There probably is, because there's so many things to do in this game. Of course, any tips are welcome, but by the time you'll see this, I'll probably have done the next episode already. But yeah, I guess we'll see about that. We'll see what happens next time. We'll see if there even is a definitive ending to this one. Because whatever ending we seem to get, it just seems to take us back here. Although I'm sure that there is a true ending of some sort. But I guess we'll see. Anyway, this is you, Phoenix. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe now for more buckets to come. Until then, be brave, be kind, and stay awesome.